Liz, I'm gonna go ahead and run through this nice bench workout that's gonna be a hybrid hip and core stability, mobility, along with throwing in some upper body work. So everything will kind of have a yin and a yang for the most part. Starting with what we did today, and then I had a couple at the end. Started with bent over rows, you know the drill. We did 30s in here. Again, anything upper body. I'm not going to worry too much about how much weight you're using. I'll let you be the best judge of that and be very deliberate with all those movements. That's going right into a hip extension. Again, toes out usually gets a little more glute involvement. I think you're gonna like that one a little bit better. Boom, I don't care if you stay on one side. Sometimes that's easier just to knock it all out. Boom. Before you switch sides, I'm only gonna do one right now. Boom, love that. Switch over to the right, you got that one. We went into push-ups. My bench goes into decline, you don't have to do that. Sometimes just doing on the side of the bench is great. So we went from push-ups right into a very deliberate march. I don't quite want this to be mountain climbers yet, just because I don't want that anterior hip to get too ticked. But again, I don't care, you know, a couple pushes, a couple marches, couple pushes, couple marches. You gotta figure out where your limiting factor is. If the push-ups are the limiting factor, yeah, don't knock out to failure, and then you can only get a couple marches in, you're done. Throw in a push-up, throw in some marches. That way you kind of save your push-ups a little bit, and you kind of delay failure a little bit longer. I love that one. If you're not loving the march, you can always kind of turn that into a fire hydrant as well. So that's your call. Like them both, like them both. We got into pullovers and V-ups, your favorite today. So, boom, bench, pullover. This is a great lat and shoulder exercise. Boom. I like if you want to get a little chest press in there. No harm. Boom. Chest press with a twist, even better. Boom. Again, make 20 pounds feel like 40. Make 30 pounds feel like 50. I don't care how much weight you're using. That should not matter when it comes to exerting muscles. What matters for muscles is how tired they get. And then we're gonna take that into our V-up. Boom. Or you get into a V-hold. Your call. But I like the idea of getting quads, hip flexors, and abs doing their job. Next one, hardest one we did today was that side plank. I don't want to take it away. I thought it was really good work. So we got an elevated side plank. And then if we can make that more challenging later, that would be adding the hip raise. Maybe try that off your elbow. So you can do a side plank with a long arm. That'll be a little bit easier. I'll show you this way. Side plank, long arm, a little bit easier to get that hip as opposed to being down here's a little harder. So your call, but throw in a side plank, throw in a hip abduction. You can't go wrong with either. All right, two more that we did not do earlier. One, I love whenever we're doing something on a bench, I love getting elevated bridges in. Boom. Huge for those glutes. Full range of motion. Love it there. If you want to add, you know, some a stretch here, kind of that. Remember that fallout we used to do? Good adductor stretch. That might be as crazy as I'd get. Boom. You could throw in some dumbbell work or flies. I know you can't see me here. I'm sorry, but arms going out, get a good stretch. But really, I'd almost take an intermission and just do some elevated bridges because that one's great. The last superset I have is using the bench for a lunge. As long as you trust your bench, lunge, maintain that position, and then from here you got all the choices in the world. We got lateral raises, we got curls, we got military press. Love that military press for you because we'll get the ab engagement. So again, weight on the lunge, doing some work. Do that till that leg's fatigued or till the arms give out. And then you got the same thing over here. Again, bis and tris, boom, your call. But use the bench to make that lunge a little more aggressive. So that's a good one. We're getting chest, we're getting back, we're getting shoulders, we're getting core, we're getting all the hip movements, getting a little bit of quads. I think that's awesome. I mean, it's because I'm talking, but I'm getting a lot of breath. I got to think 2 or 3 rounds of that, you're going to be sweaty, feeling good, and we know the hips are safe. So green light on that one for me. Green light on biking more. Like I said, just change one variable at a time, either the pace or the duration. I wouldn't change both too quickly, but we're doing great. Looking forward to next time. See you, girl.